Maybe we're going to have to go a little bit quicker than this because we have a whole schedule.
Donald Trump is an embarrassment. Man, what an embarrassment. It baffles me that we are in the situation we are with this dog piss cotton candy haired freak as president of the United States, a guy who applies makeup like he's Tammy Faye Baker from the 80s, presenting himself as a representative of the United States, being as ignorant as any ignorant human has ever ignoranted. It's embarrassing. I don't know how many times I've asked the question, what have we done? What have we done? Why have we done this? But when people are bamboozled or are pulled into this cult atmosphere that surrounds Donald Trump, they ignore all of the warnings that raise their ugly heads on a daily basis. Yesterday was a new low point for people who actually love this country, for people who actually used to look upon the presidency as something of pride. Donald Trump is an ignorant, know-nothing moron, a legitimately, objectively, intellectually incurious, stupid person. Not a reader, not a writer, not a thinker. He just runs his fucking suck. Yesterday, he was so bored after like 12 and a half minutes into this meeting. He's not even 13 minutes in, and he's already telling these African leaders to hey, wrap it up. Just tell us where you're from and what your name is. We got to get this thing moving along. In a show of racism and disregard and disrespect. It's all just very on brand for Donald Trump, and unfortunately, on brand for the United States right now.
We have uranium, and we have a good inclination that we have lithium and other minerals. We're the second largest producer for the last 60 years in Africa of iron ore. We produce a lot. And we have a lot of resources in our seawaters, so lots of fishing and whatnot. I don't want to spend too much time on this.
But I appreciate it very much. I appreciate it. Maybe we're going to have to go a little bit quicker than this because we have a whole schedule. If I could just say it's, your name and your country would be great. Thank you, please.
Muito obrigado, Sr. Presidente Trump, e sobretudo.
Thank you, Mr. President.
And the ignorance, the stupidity, the moronic nature of our current president was in full force after being bored for so long. Here, he's talking to the president of Liberia, Joseph Boakai. Not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. And Donald Trump is just marveling at the fact that he speaks English. The president of Liberia, well, which would tell you many, many things about Donald Trump. I'll play this clip, but you should know if you don't know. And look, some of these things, people are like, well, I didn't know that the official language of Liberia is English, so why should I expect Donald Trump to? That's not how we should be thinking about things. The president of the United States of America has at his disposal the most complex intelligence gathering operation the world has ever known. Experts who represent vast amounts of knowledge about every single country on the earth, every language that's spoken on the earth. And Donald Trump is so stupid, so incurious about basic details of world history that do involve the United States that he doesn't know that Liberia was set up by Americans. The reason the capital of Liberia is Monrovia is after James Monroe, because it was set up to be a nation that former enslaved people would found and would live there to bring down the racial tensions in the United States or whatever fucking nonsense. It's based on racism. It's predicated on the sins of the United States. That's why they speak English there, Donald Trump. You would think, being president of the country, you'd have some interest in what has taken place in our past. But because it involves black people, ooh, you speak English really good. And maybe, here, let me play the clip so you can have a full understanding of what I'm ranting about right now. Watch this.
And also, we are committed to peace, and we've been very lucky within our region. We are a country that have had a series of democratic elections, and our country had been cooling down. And also, we want to encourage American involvement in the investment in Liberia.
Yeah.
We'd like to see that happen. We want to work with the United States in peace and security within the region, because we are committed to that. And we just want to thank you so much for this opportunity.
Well, thank you. And such good English, such beautiful. Where did you learn to speak so beautifully? Where were you educated? Where?
Yes, sir.
In Liberia.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's very interesting. It's beautiful English.
Sure.
I have people at this table can't speak nearly as well,
Very
and
good, sir. Thank you.
they come from here. So thank you very much. Please.
So clearly this is racism. This is, oh, you're articulate, you speak well, I'm shocked by that. But it's also, I mean, it very well also could be, it's surely racism, but it also could be that Donald Trump is so inept at speaking his mother tongue, the only language he speaks, that he's shocked that other people speak it better than him. That could very well be it. But all around, this is just so much embarrassment. Second, third helpings of embarrassment for the American people we've done this to ourselves. I didn't vote for Donald Trump. You didn't vote for Donald Trump. But enough of us did that this is the result. This is why we should stop electing stupid people to high office. Stop electing stupid people to the highest office. Because this is what you get. Anyway, what do you think? I would appreciate your feedback here. You can comment below. You can also call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. Please consider supporting this work. You can become a channel member by clicking the join button below. Just see what's involved. $2 a month. You can help me support this work, fund this work, produce these videos. If you're not in a financial position to do so, absolutely fine. In fact, I'd encourage you not to support this work monetarily. If you're on a fixed income, if you're on retirement, if you're on disability, don't worry about it. Share this video, like these videos, make sure you're subscribed, all that. Goes a long way to supporting this work. But if you are in a position, you can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast and help support there. I would appreciate it very much. I'm also on social media where you can tell me how wrong I am about Donald Trump being a wonderful genius. Good luck with that. Anyway, I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. Not on the Nazi Twitter because, you know, Nazis. But everywhere else, I am at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.